Hi there and welcome back to It's Only Paper. I'm Lisa and today we're going to start off this video facing each other. Haven't done that for a very long time. We are going to be talking about colour in this video. I'm going to be working in my weekly junk journal. I've already chosen the page I'm going to be working on. There's a couple of pages before it, so I've made a note. I've gone through my planner today, made a note of those pages. So I'm going to do my brother's wedding on one. I generally do a week or a week to 2 weeks on each page. However, we've had lots going on. I want to dedicate a full spread to my brother's wedding. We did Cotswold Wildlife Park and a trip to where we grew up recently as well. So they're going to go on there. And then I'm going to do the next page. I am going to be doing a Zoom with my patrons in a moment, and we're going to be talking about colour today. And I wanted to do a page creating in my personal favourite colours. So I have printed off these really pretty photos. Tea in Newbury by the canal. It was just so pretty. Look at that pink teapot. Completely inspired by those colours, cakes. And I also picked up, I went in and ordered our stuff and picked up a little card, a little, you know, the little loyalty card. Aid went in and used the loo and he came out with the other one in the other colour. Neither of us knew that we'd picked them up until afterwards. They are so pretty. So they will go perfectly with my page. And then I'm also going to play with, I did a little add-on kit last month called Let's Celebrate. And I haven't actually used the kit yet. And it's all in my favourite colours. Look at that. I had no plans to use it today or until the other day. And Zoe had already been chatting in the community with everybody else saying, what should we do on the Zoom this week? Each time we do 2 a month. Each time we generally have a theme, not to create by, but just to as a discussion. So you can create whatever you want. And then we just all have a chat. And it's just nice when there's a bit of a topic to already talk about. So we're going to be talking about favourite colours today and just colours, what they mean for you, how you use them. So I thought I would continue that chat on this video today. And then I thought the colours of this add-on kit are all my favourite colours. So then I thought they go so well with these photos. So that's how and why I'm making this page today. So I am going to be using some parts of the kit. That's the kit there. It's just a little mini kit, not like one of my full box kits. So I'll leave the link to that below. I'm not using the stencil, and there's a couple of other bits I'm not using as well, but I plan to use the stickers, the mini alphas. I've got some other really cute stickers there as well. And I'm going to use the lace as well because I love a little bit of lace along the side. I think that will look really pretty. So I'm excited to start using that. The other thing I wanted to do was go through my stash and do a little bit of like a pre-journaling process today. How I choose the colours. I like to have things ready on my desk, so we'll be discussing all that as well. So I really hope you enjoy this video today. A little bit of like behind the scenes page, behind the scenes video of getting the page together, and then we'll make the page together as well. I'd love to know your own personal favourite colours to work with. And do you ever do this kind of thing beforehand as well? Just sort of have a think about what you want to do and then group things together. Have a little like collection, a little selection on your desk before you start creating. I'd love to know if you do that too. So one of the things that inspires me is having a little bit, like a little plate and some bowls of bits and pieces. So I know the colours I'm creating with, and I've got these sat here. I thought about these just before I started chatting to you. These will go nicely. So they're going to come into onto my desk. I have got this. Why and how does my hair get into everything? So we could well use those. Let's pop those. So I'm only picking, oh sorry, I got itchy finger. Only picking out things in my favourite colours. Oh, this is from my last month's kit. This will go really well. So maybe we'll use both kits combined. That is a nice idea. I'm just actually having a little look through. I do love having a few little bits and pieces on the desk next to me. I find that really inspiring. Oh, look, we've also got this here. That will also go well. Let's have a look for washi tape. Let's pull out some washi tape. Oh, that's got some little cups. It doesn't mean that I'm going to use everything. It's just simply here to inspire me. It can actually have the opposite effect when you've got a craft room or even a desk full of crafty bits and pieces, journaling stash, scrapbooking supplies. It's just so much for your head, and you just sometimes it takes you so long to make decisions. So I find quite often by just grouping and finding a few bits and pieces, popping them on my desk and sort of saying to myself, right, this is what you're playing with today. It really, really speeds up the creative process and just cuts out all of the procrastination. I'm also going to have a look. Oh, this is more my Disney drawer. Let's close this back up. What else have we got in here? Just kind of like thinking about my colours. I want a few. I don't want huge amounts of yellow, but a few little pops would be nice. And whatever I don't use, whoops, I'll just pop back in their home. So let's grab a few little die cuts. Oh, some flowers might be nice. They're kind of all roughly. Oh, that's pretty. So yeah, I'm just going to go through and just pick out a few bits and pieces in the colours as well. So I have laid everything out. I've got some post-it notes. I found some other exciting bits and pieces. I've got some twine. Picked up a doily from last month's kit as well. I love these great big roses. So this is what I have pulled out to play with. I may well add some paint or inks. I'm not sure yet. So let's talk colour. Colour is something that's really important to me. By the way, some of the bits and pieces like the doily, for example, are from my previous kit, the One Fine Day. So I'm using some of those bits as well. So I teamed the colours up because they are my favourite colours. And I just find colours really, really important to me. I tend to have my favourite colours whether I craft with them or whether they're in what I wear. And in my home as well, it's all kind of like the same colour palette that are my favourites, and they just kind of provide me with like a comfort, I guess. I feel really comfortable around them, almost like a little comfort blanket. However, when we were chatting in the Zoom, quite a few people said that they go super bright all out on their journal pages and scrapbooks, but they're more muted at home. So that was quite interesting. But I just find I am naturally drawn to like the teals, the pinks, mustard yellows, that kind of colour palette I'm always drawn to. And greens as well. I do love a green. I guess that kind of fits in with the tealy colour as well. So I do quite often find that when I am creating, I kind of naturally choose these colours. I'm having so much fun here. I love using a combination of old stash like this butterfly here, and then using bits and pieces that I find like the little tea shop cards, and just finding, sort of piecing it together. It's almost like doing a jigsaw, isn't it? And finding all the little pieces to put together. Another thing that really interested me during the Zoom is that some people don't actually stick to the same colour palette. Some people choose depending on what mood they're in, or one person in particular said that she has new favourites all the time and she changes. By the way, I put a little tab top on top of the tea card. I thought that would be really cute, and I'm actually going to use that for some journaling. I'm always trying to find ways to add journaling and things like that. Something else I like doing is adding pops of colour. So just by like adding, I found this little piece of like journal card on the side of my desk. So I've cut that in half. I've got the remember on top of the photo, and then I've just popped the other just below. The matte paper was just coincidence that this was the next page in my journal. It just goes so well. The colours are perfect. But again, because I tend to use my favourite colour palette pretty much all the time, the journal was kind of made up in those colours, as you can see. So again, it just all pieces together, which works really well for me. You may have seen actually when I was going through my stash, like my die cuts and things in my drawer, that I coordinate my things with colour as well. That's something we didn't actually talk about during the Zoom, which would be a good discussion. I might actually suggest that for our next Patreon Zoom, talking about how we organise our stash, because I like to do mine a lot via colour. So I've got like trays, and all my die cuts are color coordinated. For me, that works really well. So like today, I just went into the little like compartments, and I knew what colors I wanted. Sometimes if I want something red, then I know to go to the red compartment. So yes, if you love these types of discussions as well, we have 2 a month on Zoom, and I'll leave the Patreon link below. We also have downloads every month. There's extra videos. There's an online class this month. We're doing an online watercolor sticker class, making our own watercolor stickers. Very easy, really fun to do, very addictive. So we're doing that as well. So I'll leave the link down to that below. Aren't these stickers cute? I love these stickers so much. Really goes well. This little tea shop in Newbury is so sweet. Right on the canal. I think it's even called Tea Shop on the Canal. I can see it is actually. I'm just looking at the little card there. And it's just so nice. It's beautiful inside. And lovely selection of homemade cakes. I always go for a cheese toastie. I love a cheese toastie. Although the previous time I went, I did have a toastie and then a cake. I had both. But it's just really pretty. So if you're in Newbury, go and stop. They even bring out the teapots and teacups. It's just so perfect. We've been a few times now and we've loved it each time. So I highly recommend. I'm now going to be finishing this page. I need to add some journaling, and I'm thinking some stenciling too. I might do that. So a few days later, and I'm coming back to finish this off. First up, I thought this would look so much nicer. I used the post-it on the back of the photo. I thought it would look quite nice like that with the notes showing. So I like that. I love that I've used the doily as a pocket. I haven't done that before, so that's a first. The other thing I'm wanting to do my journaling. I'm going to do a little bit of stenciling. I have got one of my own super cute daisy stencils here, which I will link down below, and I haven't actually yet decided what I'm going to use. I think I might use some inks. Doing things like this is such a fun way of adding little pops of colour. It really is. It's a bit like adding enamel dots. That's another really good way of adding colour. Coloured staples. That's really fun. Look how cute that is. I love that. Let's add another one. Let's add a blue one down there as well, like a tealy colour. What other ways do you like to add colour to your pages? Let me know. What other ways? Little splashes of ink. I don't get the ink palettes out so much these days, but I love it when I do. I feel like I need another blue one up there. Adding some little stitches. I love doing that as well. Little hand stitches. Adding titles and coloured alphas. I'll be doing some of that. Look how pretty that looks. And then you open it. I really love that. I love doing the two tones. I'm going to do some up here as well. And it's such a quick way and very inexpensive way to add colour to pages as well. And it almost like personalises something. It's something that nobody else will have on their page exactly how you've done that. It makes it completely... Oh, you have to hold it still. Makes it completely unique to you. I like that. I think I might add a pink one down the bottom here as well. Just down there. There we go. And then I was going to do exactly the same because I've got the space here. I might just add, I think that would be really fun actually. Like here, because I was thinking about this. I've got this like part of the die cut here where I've popped it on one side of the photo, which I love, but then it looks just a little bit plain on the back. I definitely need some colour, so that would be a really good way to add a colour. The great thing about using the inks as well is that the harder you press, the stronger the colour, and obviously the paler you press, the weaker the colour. So look, that's really made that so much prettier. I'm going to do one on this side. Let's just do like a half one. I like that. And we'll do a blue one down here. Again, just a half one. That's so pretty. I think I'll do one up here as well. I like the like that it's quite muted there. That will be perfect for my journaling. I'm going to do exactly the same on the little card, a little journal card on the reverse of the photo. Whoops. It's a nice little way actually to make your own little journaling cards. It's just a little bit different again, isn't it? I like that. I'm thinking actually in my Patreon group, maybe in a couple of months, because we've only just done a swap, I'm thinking of doing a journal card swap, just in my Patreon group this time. So anyone in my community, look out for that. That is so pretty. I love that. I'm so happy, actually we're turning that around, with how this page has turned out. That is so pretty. Might just do a couple at the top. Using the post-it notes has been really, really handy. I have loads of them in my drawer and I forget that they're there, to be honest. There, that's all that needed. I am now ready to go and do some journaling. Using different pens as well, different coloured pens. That's also another fun way to add colour. Journaling has been added. I wanted to use the little alphabet stickers that also come with the kit. So I wanted to add some here. Today was fun. I think it's really nice adding little bits and pieces like this. It just really makes a page. There's the N. And then I was also going to add some on the tab tops. Today was fun. I was going to add one here. T. I do love a contrast as well, a colour contrast, so anything when I can do something like that. So like here, adding the white and pink onto the mint, I think looks really nice. Look how cute that looks. And then I've got the little photo with some journaling on the back. And I'm not going to add one to that one. I don't think I need to. There. And do I need to add any more? I think that might be it. Oh, let's add on the bottom there. I will do family. I think that would be... Will I be able to fit it in? Oh, no, I might not actually. Let's just have us instead. There. So let's have a final look at this page. It's a little bit more muted than I usually make, and it makes a really nice change. So we've got journaling underneath. I love that photo of the cakes there. It looks so pretty. And we have got my two little cards. Let's open that out to more journaling there, and my two little cards with photos and journaling slid into the little pocket there, the little doily. I'm really, really pleased with that, all using my favourite colours. I hope you've enjoyed this today. Oh, by the way, there's a good example of some stitching there to add colour to the page. The green actually goes really well with the photos. It's actually from the page where I've made a pocket on the other page, but you've got the green on there. I really love how that's worked out. I've just realised. Yeah, good classic example of how to add extra colour to a page. But thank you for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed this as well. Let me know what your favourite colours are. I would love to hear. And do they differ from your colours in your home to your colours on your pages? And I'll leave the link to the kit below as well. Thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Lots of love. Bye.